This song is Super Mario Odyssey Steam Gardens. What's up, Blades? Hope you're having a great day. That was my Alexa impression. I think it was pretty neat. Yeah, Super Mario Odyssey has a pretty lit soundtrack that not too many people know about. Steam Gardens. Yeah, no one's heard of it, but it's pretty lit, right? I forgot how hard it is to hear myself in this headset. I've always wondered why I stuttered so much during the broadcast, but now I know. I literally just can't hear myself. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, there's no fancy intro. I haven't had time to make it. Either way, we got a 9 o'clock game starting in about 5 minutes. Thank you for tuning into the SPL Network. My name is Darth Taxil. It's going to be a good one here tonight. These three teams might be the lower of the rung in the Pro Division, but they're all fighting for the same playoff spot right now. One of them has it. Technically, kind of. They're tied for it. Columbus looking to punch their way up against Carolina here tonight. Carolina right now tied with the Napoleon Neapolitans with 7 points on the standings, both of them having the same record with 3 wins, 5 losses in regulation, and 1 in overtime. And Carolina, 2 games on the board here tonight. Columbus, I think, are playing 2 games as well. Talking to the stand-in captain, the alternative captain, Mace, here tonight for the Columbus Clappers. Alluding to a second game. Don't know if there is one. Don't know if there's not one. It's not on the website, so we're not casting it. Either way, Columbus Clappers, Carolina Bassmasters, the first game here tonight at 9 o'clock. And then later on, the Washington Wolverines looking to tag on their second victory of the season against Carolina as well. These games, going to be big ones. If my power ranking is to be taken as Bible, Carolina wins both of these. But, of course, they are my bottom 3 picks for the Pro Division right now. 7th, 8th, and 10th place for our official standings. Of course, Washington Wolverines coming off a huge W against the New Jersey Noobs, and I'm sure that's going to lift their spirits quite a bit, making a few acquisitions, and they're turning out in a ripe way. But first and foremost, Carolina going to be going through some troubling times as they try to find a new 3, as Chris LOL has been suspended for, I think it's been a month, a few weeks ago, after prodding at how the Oddshot staff handled the spilled situation. Last I heard, Eli and Chris LOL got a month ban from the game itself, and so whenever you're banned from the game, you can't really play, and so that carries over and has a little bit of weight in the Pro Division. But going off the stat bases, it looks like Carolina's starting lineup going to be K-Spire, Jax, and Big Trout. Jax going to be one of the top runners for Rookie of the Season, in my opinion. 16 goals, 7 games played. He's been doing quite well up here in the Pro Division, holding his own and finding a few to shoot back the other way. But the 3-5-1 Carolina Bassmasters taking on the Columbus Clappers 2-5-1. Both these teams needing these points. Both these teams wanting these points. Which team's going to get it? I don't really know. Panarin kind of fell off the face of the earth. Has only played 6 periods so far this season. We're halfway through the regular season, where you should have 9 games played by the end of the 3rd week. And as we start week 4 here on Monday, we're moving forward just like Meet the Robinsons. You just got to keep looking forward and keep pushing forward. Right now, Mace picked up Spectacular, made a few acquisitions, picked up Charles from the Washington Wolverines, picked up Spectacular from free agency. Spectacular has a lengthy history here in the Slapshot Premier League. Maybe we'll see him here tonight, but he's been floating around the talent pool for quite some time. Not normally a starter, since I believe it was season 7 was his last season that he really came out to compete. Played 7 games for the Ocean City Typhoons in the Pro Division back in season 7, which would have been probably a year or a year and a half ago. But he laced him up for the St. Louis Royals back in season 10, played a single game for their pro play-in series, and then kind of vanished back into the woodworks. Well, he's back, and he's looking to take it out there and really show you what he's got. Spectacular going to be out there for the Columbus Clappers. Hopefully, as soon as people start joining the lobby, I will forward that message on to you at home. But so far this season, he's leading the Columbus Clappers in goals, 16. Next closest is Charles with 11, and then, of course, Mace with 8. But Spectacular, Charles, both of them playing 17 periods, all 3 periods of their 6 games played. They got a lot to show for it, a lot leaning on them, and a lot of weight to pull between Mace, Charles, and Spectacular. Kind of their starting 3. Rodeo has not stepped foot on the ice. Panarin only playing 2 games so far this season, but it's going to be a save game. It's going to be about who can stop the puck more between these 2 teams. Will they find a fill-in for Chris LOL on the Carolina side of the ice? Will the Clappers finally find some cohesion with a core? They started the season out hoping that the starting lineup was going to be Panarin, Blue, and Mace. Blue turned tail after the first week. Panarin got busy with IRL activities. I won't disclose too much there. But you know, you got to roll with the punches. You got to bob with them, weave with them. Jax, Haliokel, and K-Spire in the lobby for the Carolina Bassmasters. Still awaiting on Columbus, probably just, finishing off one last pub, and then they'll join in. But if my sources are correct, Spectacular going to be on the ice with Charles and Mace. We'll see how correct those are in a few moments. But these 2 teams going through the thick of it. They've seen a lot of losses. They've seen a lot of red on the board. Columbus Clappers a 3-game losing streak along with Carolina. One of those will be broken here tonight. Of course, losing 10-0 against the Knoxville Kittens, 8-5 against Napoli, 8-5 again against the Los Angeles Comets. But, of course, finding victories against a very unusual matchup against the Bermuda Sea Devils. Not sure what happened there. Maybe Devon or maybe Snail has an answer for us on that one. But either way, Carolina finding a big victory against the Napoleon Neapolitans. Maybe you can wager that into your betting odds as a common foe with a different outcome. Same with the Bermuda Sea Devils. 1 victory for Columbus, 1 loss for Carolina. Both these teams kind of just being a very formatable team. And Whoever gets the puck in deep, puck to the net the most, the fastest, and the hardest here tonight, probably going to be the one that comes out on top. In the words of Bob Airy, if you score more than the other team, normally that's a pretty good recipe for a victory. And we'll see if that comes out in fruition here tonight. But Jack's rookie to watch here tonight. Make sure to keep an eye on him for Carolina. And Columbus joining the lobby, Mace Spectacular, and Charles, the starting lineup for the the Columbus Clappers. Clappers will be on the right side of your screen in the blue. Carolina will be on the left side of your screen in the teal. Both these teams fighting for the playoff spot. They want to be in it. They want to show that they got some metal in their teeth, and they're going to grit as hard as they can here tonight. But we're going to see if the East servers can hold up. Past few weeks been a real struggle bus to get connection to the East servers, but we'll see how it transpires. 6 ready to rock, 6 ready to roll. We're down on the ice. Columbus Clappers on the right side of your screen. Carolina Bassmasters defend the left cage. The puck is dropped. The game is on, and time is underway for the first time here tonight. Mace here with the puck topside. Charles stopped the blue line, looking to shimmy his way down towards that near side. Yokel picks that one back up downtown over to K-Spire. Los Angeles Comet himself, former St. Louis Storm captain as well. Looking topside to drive his way through the neutral zone. Forehand shot stopped by Charles at the blue line. Charles looks near side. Charles backpedaling that one down low to the defensive end for Columbus, finding his way off Spectacular. Looking for a launch onto the net, hits K-Spire on the way through, takes his time. Top side, pass, misses Mace. Mace off the backhand, stopped there by K-Spire. A lot of Patreon users down there on the ice with the lightning stick, Jackson Mace being two that have taken a fancy to the new stick that has hit the shop here this month. Mace here with a backhand hook, sends it into the corner. Here's K-Spire trying to get that one away from Spectacular. Spectacular here, trying to make himself known on the far side Carolina corner. 4:08 to go here in the first period of action. Here's Mace with the puck now, near side over to Charles. Charles backpedals, goes through Jack's top side, looks to take advantage of that one. Spectacular out the other way. Back pass over to Mace. Mace off the backhand, finds Charles. Charles in a dangerous spot, takes it back to the point, dances down low, off the backhand, hits the post, save made off to the near side as that one careens its way back out into the neutral zone. Mason Spectacular go through a little friendly fire. Spectacular just going to try to push this one as far north as he can get it. Yokel back to the neutral zone. Mace stopped there by Charles. Charles top side. Backhand feed, stopped there by Jax. Near side finds Mason stride, looks to go down out to the point. Charles top side, trying to find a way through over to Spectacular. Back out in front, Mace takes it. Takes that one back out to the neutral zone. Charles down low, Spectacular in front. Goes off Yokel, and that's going to go into the back of the net. And that's the first goal on the board here tonight. Columbus on top 1-0, whether they like it or not. I just realized the scoreboard's on the side of the screen. That's let's make that look a little cleaner. 3:22 to go here in the first. 1-0's our score. Yokel near side. Jax here trying to take it back to the defensive zone. Here's K-Spire with the puck now. One of the more famous threes here in the league, back of old. Out in front, Yokel there takes it away off the hip. Awarded the save somehow as he tries to take that one through, and that's a dangerous game to play. And that one finds its way back over top the goal line. 3:04 to go here in the first. Columbus on top by 2 now. They're just getting bodies to the crease and pucks to the net. It's working out for them. I believe everybody on the ice is using controller. I have been mistaken with that before, but I'd wager on the side of that response. Mace Spectacular out to Charles. Takes that one off the backhand. Looking down low with a shot off the side of the cage. Spectacular here trying to weave his way out to the top side of the ice. Not a whole lot of luck there thanks to Jack's back check. Here's Mace at the red line. Topside Charles softly. Not hard enough to let him nerd on it. Backhand shot goes off Jackson wide. Here's K-Spire down in the corner here for the Carolina Bassmasters. Here's K-Spire, top side, goes over to Hallie Yokel. Looking for that pass out center, goes off Charles, back over to Mace, tries to tip that one back to Spectacular, but fumbles it. Mace regains possession with it now as the spooky fit on. Hallie Yokel at the blue line, stopped there by Mace, looking for that back pass. Jack's there, going to take advantage. Out in front, shooting, hits the post. Charles with a save, and that goes out to Spectacular. 2:15 to go here in the first. And that was Carolina's first chance, hitting the post and barely. Not finding any fruit on that tree. Pass over to Jax. Jax with an empty cage. Will he take it? Off the forehand. Takes his time. A pass towards Hallie Yokel instead. Now one. Not quite able to capitalize on it with the side of the forehead. Charles takes it away. Great bumping battle. Goes off the hands of K-Spire. Top side down in the Columbus zone. Here's Mace with it now for the Columbus Clappers. Pass near side. Goes over to Spectacular. Spectacular here. Shedding the rush. Trying to find a dance out in front. Pass to Mace. Stopped by Jax. Here's Spectacular with it once more. Yokel here. Back pass over to K-Spire. K-Spire here with an out for the boys in teal. Top side, off the backhand. Yokel gets a piece of that one, deflects that one to the near side wall. Mace there wins that battle, off to the near side wall, sends it down there straight over to Spectacular. Out in front, goes off the back check of Charles. Back over to Mace. Mace here has to fight for it, though, as he trails back into the defensive zone on his own end wall with 1:24 to go here in the first period of action. Here's Mace, banks it off the near side board. Spectacular tries to hand at it, but not able to take the puck away. Jack's out in front. Charles here takes possession. Top side. Yokel dances on it. Goes off Charles, near side, and that one's cleaned out into the neutral zone. Shots are 4-1 here at the late side of the first period of action. 2-0 still our score in favor of Columbus. Yokel, shot goes off Charles. Near side, K-Spire here, Spectacular with it now. Spectacular with 60 seconds to go. Forehand pass goes over the stick of Yokel. Topside point over to Mace. Mace dances downtown, goes off to Spectacular. K-Spire, Spectacular, down on the far side boards, goes off to Mace, near side Charles. Charles dancing, wheeling, dealing, topside to Mace, shooting, near side and wide. K-Spire down low in his own defensive end, in trouble, gets it out to the neutral zone, but only finds Mace. Mace here for Columbus, passes it out in front, goes over to Charles. Charles shooting, nice stop there by Yokel. Yokel not able to capitalize. Good physicality on the back check there by Columbus. Here's Jackson with now with 30 seconds to go here in the first chapter of a possible 3 here tonight. Topside out of the reach of Yokel. Not quite the stick positioning he wanted. Mace with a beautiful deke off the bank pass to himself. Still fights for it against Jax. Jax trying to find it, not able to. Here's Charles near his side, off the backhand. Getting fancy with it. A forehand shot goes off. Yokel shooting, and that one goes in. Cut the lead right in half from his own defensive end. 12 seconds to go here in the first, and it's 1-2. If the opportunity presents itself, why not take it? Here's Mace, gets past one, pass over to topside, finds Charles. Charles here with a shot, goes off the far side and wide. Here's Spectacular with an out, 3 seconds remaining, and that will do it for the first period of action. 2-1 on the board. Columbus Clappers in the lead so far here tonight. The Senecal home do mini victories for the Columbus Clappers tonight. Might just repeat history here. Shots are 5-2. They have the majority of chances, the majority of shots, and the majority of just about every stat that's positive. 12 takeaways to 6, and we'll see how the rest of them lean with it and rock with it. So we get this one back down on the ice. 6 ready to rock, 6 ready to roll. Big Trout's in the lobby if Carolina wants to sub him in, but that's up for the captain's discretion. Columbus Clappers right side of the screen in the navy blue. Carolina Bassmasters on the left side in the teal. Second period of action's underway. Here's K-Spire with it now. Looks top side with the puck. Pulls with it. Spectacular takes it away. Backhand shot. Not able to correct his course on that one. Not quite the angle he was hoping for. Charles with a lob towards the cage, but no prayer was answered there. Here's K-Spire near side. Look for Jackson's stride. Gets past one. Pass over to Hallie Yokel. Topside from the point. Pass over to Jax just a little too far behind him to take possession downtown. Here's Mace with it now near side. Charles looks to back pass that one back over to Mace. Mace. Not a whole lot of options to work with. Tries to chuck this one topside along the wall. Spectacular giving back to Mace. Gets past one, gets past two with that pass. Spectacular trying to give and go. A little hot potato action between the two through the neutral zone. Mace in trouble. Jax there pinches it off the wall, unfortunately, as Charles will take this one down the near side wall. Jax takes it away. Backhand shot goes off the hands of Charles. No award taken there. Or no save awarded there, as that one was a little bit too far out in front of the crease. K-Spire topside looking for the pass over to Yokel. Yokel down low at the end boards. Fighting his way near side. Here's Charles with it now. Leans topside. Spectacular through the neutral zone. Stopped there by Jax. Jax with a shot. Just goes far side and wide. Here's Charles with it now with 3:50 to go here in the second period of action. Spectacular. Looking for that backhand shot. A little too softly sung to get that baby into the bed. Here's K-Spire near side. Looking for the cross-ice pass. Takes the pass. Goes over to nice shot, but a better block there by Charles on the back check. Jackson trouble. Spectacular. Mace. Empty cage. Looking for an opportunity. Shot made. Nice stop there by K-Spire. Standing tall and standing mighty. Had a lot of opportunity there, but K-Spire, great way to cut down that angle. Great way to stop that shot. Here's Charles with an out. 3:22 to go here in the second period. Off the side of his own cage. Finds its way off Yokel on the far side outer slot. Goes off Charles. Goes off Yokel. Mace gets involved, but Jax has better stick checking. So that shot goes off to the far side corner. Here's Charles with a puck now for Columbus. Topside, Spectacular. Pass over to Mace, just a little too far ahead of him. He'll go off the backhand, off the body of a defenseman over to Spectacular, to Charles. Charles from the point, shooting, scoring. Top shelf, where you keep the peanut butter. And it's 3-1. 3:03 to go here in the middle chapter, and we finally crack ourselves open a cold one here in the midsection of the second. A long scoring drought has finally come to an end. Maybe we'll see a bit more of that. Charles here with the puck now, looks near side. Great stick check against K-Spire. K-Spire not going to be deterred from it. Goes off Yokel. Mace with it now at the red line. Former Orlando Water himself trying to take possession of the puck on the far side wall. Pass off the boards. Goes off Spectacular to Charles. Pulling. Looking for the shot. Nothing wanting there. Not a whole lot to work with neither. Great save there by Jax. Sent to the near side wall. Here's Charles with it now. Off the forehand. Back out to the neutral zone. Gets fancy with it. Goes off the end wall. Looking for that bank pass over to Mason. Not able to find him. Jax collects that one out of the defensive zone. Here's Charles with the puck now for Columbus. Down low. Finds Mace corner to corner. Mace with the puck now. Jax getting this one down low. Jax out in front. Yokel overcorrects on that one. Goes all the way back into the neutral zone for K-Spire. K-Spire in trouble. Splits his way through two. Goes over to Yokel.
Yokel on the near side trying to drive his way through as that one goes into the corner. Yokel, Mace, Charles both getting involved. Down to the defensive end for Columbus. Mace there gets a break off the near side, makes some elbow room for himself. Off the forehand, pass the top side. Spectacular takes it off the boards. Weighs his options. Tries to dance his way out in front. Not enough gumption on that forehand pass to get it past Border Patrol. Nice shot, better save. K-Spar in trouble against Spectacular as he finds himself a secondary backpack. K-Spar, top side, finds his way over to Jax. Jax, you're back over to K-Spar. K-Spar, a lot of room to work with. Shooting! Oh, what a save by Mace. Collected out to the far side wall, and that one's banked off the end boards by Mace. Yokel, Spectacular, fight in the neutral zone, comes back for Carolina. Here's Hallie Yokel with the puck now with 1:35 to go here in the second. Topside Jax. Jax chipped over to K-Spar, sniffed out there by Charles. K-Spar near side, tries to dance his way free, goes off to Yokel. Yokel off Charles, finds K-Spar once more in the neutral zone. Topside out, down at the goal line, shooting! Oh, what a save by Spectacular. Mace there collects that rebound down behind the goal line, so they can't score from there. And I mean, he can, but it's drastic harder. Here's Spectacular, down low, shooting! Oh, what an angle! And that's one of SPL's finest, laying down the law. 4-1 on the board, a hard angle shot, and a beautiful release point. Forehand, backhand, ka-ching, ka-chang, ka-chunk. Three's the gap here in the second. Mace, Yokel, off the backhand, tries to fight his way through the weeds. Here's Jax with an out, looking down low. Mace finding him, trying to find himself. Not quite able to do so. Yokel off the backhand, stopped by Charles. Spectacular here, lobs it over to Mace. Mace down low, empty cage, hits the post, and that one goes wide. K-Spire out at the point, trying to take this one away from Mace. Two slap, one OGs going at it out at the blue line. Bank pass off Mace over to Spectacular, stick checked away by Jax. Here's Mace with an out, forehand, goes off K-Spire, out to Charles. Charles here with an out, dances out at the point. 41 seconds to go, bank off the boards, finds his way off Spectacular, back out to the point. Charles out in front, Mace there gets a piece of that one, but not enough to take possession. Jax with a hand, Yokel with a better one. Spectacular, Mace mucking it up in the neutral, down in the slot, down center lane. Here's Mace with an out, 27 to go here in the second period of action. They lead it by 3, but he wants it to be one more. Mace off Yokel. Yokel near side looking for a bit of refuge. K-Spire there just standing in the shot lane, waiting for the puck to do what the puck does. Here's K-Spire top side, has one option. Not able to take it in time. Spectacular jamming this one back down low. Jax over to K-Spire. 10 seconds remain here in the second period. Charles looking to keep this one down low. One last scoring chance here for Columbus. Banks this one out to the point. Mace shooting. Goes wide of the cage. And that one's going to lead us into the second intermission with a 4-1 ball game here at the Senecal in Columbus, Ohio. Columbus Clappers doing their best, doing their due diligence on their homework here tonight. Without Chris LOL in the net, they know if they just throw it on net, eventually they'll find goals. And so far that has been the majority of what is right. 5 of them have been denied, 4 of them finding their way through the defense in one form, one shape, or another. But all 6 parties ready to rock, ready to roll back down the ice. Spectacular with a hat trick. We'll see if he can get a few more before this game is over here in the third. Columbus Clappers once again defend the right cage, and the Carolina Bassmasters defend the left. Faceoff goes back out the other way. Charles there with a great block, changing up the fit, trying to get a little bit of a different flow out there on the ice. Jax down low, looking for the point. Here's K-Spire with it now. K-Spire challenged by Mace. Mace takes it away, and he's just going to walk that one all the way home. 5-1 now on the board. 15 seconds into this third period, and the Columbus Clappers said, all right. We get it. You guys wear teal jerseys. You guys play slap shot. You guys got 3 shots. We'll give you that. Mace said, I'll give you one more. I don't know where I was going with that one. I'm going to be honest with you. Either way, K-Spire, topside corner, trying to battle this one out for Carolina. They just want one. They just want one. That's all they want. If they get a goal, they're happy. If they don't get a goal, maybe less happy. Here's Mace with an out at the point. Shooting. Oh, what a save by Big Trout. Making his presence known early on here in the third period of action. Here's Jack shooting. Hits the side of the cage, and that one goes wide. Here's Charles with the puck now here for Columbus. Reverses that one over to Spectacular. Mace looking for a little give and go. Oh, my goodness. What a try at the give and go header shot. Down low in the crease would have been absolutely fantastic. Charles near side, Spectacular here with the puck now. Forehand pass out in front, finds his way over to Mace. Mace here with an out top side off the backhand. Finds his way over to Charles here with the new lightning stick. Forehand shot just goes wide of the cage. Goes over to the near side corner where Spectacular, the first man to it, looking to shuffle that one back out to the neutral zone. Here's Jax with an out. Jax, forehand pass goes top side over to Big Trout. Big Trout, leading goal scorer back from their IM days. I think is the last time I played them. It was, it sure was a struggle bus last time I was in the same division with the Bassmasters. They've gotten a lot better though. Given one of us is in open, one of us is in pro, so I'll just leave it at that. K-Spire, forehand shot stopped by Charles. Spectacular there, able to clear that one off the near side due to just the immense pressure Carolina's trying to put on here tonight. As Mike Lang once said, they're putting on the Ritz, and that much I feel is true so far here in the third. Big Trout giving the team a new life down there on the ice. And so far it's working out. I had to hold my tongue there. I thought for sure something was going to happen. Mace off the backhand, finds his way over to Charles. Charles here with 3:03 to work with, out in front. Mace holding, shooting, and that's a beautiful tic-tac-toe play. Textbook central. Everybody getting a piece on that goal-scoring sheet, and when you're the last man back like that, you're just hoping, you're just praying that they shoot it into you, and unfortunately, not quite what happened. Big Trout near side, chuckles that one down low. Big Trout takes it. Forehand shot goes off the side of the cage. A little too slow in the release to take advantage of that opportunity. Spectacular. Not sure if he wants it. They kind of Canadian that one out with Charles. Here's Mace with an out. Off the back end. Looks top side. Gets past Big Trout. Here's Mace. Mace off the back end. Great stick checking. Great puck possession. And gets a shot out of it. K-Spark. What did that block? Mace here. Midsection of the third. Has a 5-goal lead. Looking to just keep possession of the puck. They can't score if they don't have it. Jax. Mace. Big Trout getting involved on the top side with Spectacular. Jax here with it now. Gets a step on the opposition. Forehand shooting. Hits the post. And that one goes over to Big Trout. Charles there. Stone wall back between the pipes. Goes off the hands of K-Spire. Spectacular just going to box him out. And Mace awarded the final point of contact on that shot. But man, I feel like Spectacular should have gotten the assist on that one. Just box him out. Down under the hoop. It's 7-1 Columbus with 2:06 to go here in the third. Big Trout top side, just out of the reach of K-Spire. Here's Charles down low in the defensive zone here for the Columbus Clappers. Off the near side, Big Trout takes it. Shooting goes off Mason, far side out. Mace here has possession still. Looks to take this one near side. Doesn't lead Charles enough. And Jax will take this one away, throws this one downtown, just hoping for a little dump and chase. Thanks to Big Trout, it'll work out for now. Not a whole lot of passing options open. Charles taking the only man from the point away. Mace wants it back from Charles. Charles here trying to make K-Spire think twice about his actions. Backhand shot saved by Charles. Gets himself out of that rut. Here's Jax with an out. Takes this one back down low for Carolina. Top side, Big Trout. Not a whole lot there he liked. Looks to take this one down towards the near side. Has the cross ice option open. Finds him. Here's K-Spire. Top side, just out of the reach of Jax. Big Trout lobs it in front. Nobody there. K-Spire. 1:11 to go here in the third period of action. Here's K-Spire with an out. Backhand. Hooks it off the side of the enemy cage. Goes off towards that top side. Here's Mace with an out. Mace. Reverse down low. Mace trying to get to it. K-Spire not going to make it easy for him. Mace topside off the window. Finds its way down low. Spectacular. Dangles. Fans on it. Goes off Mace. Mace out in front. Charles not able to take it. Capitalizing movement with that opportunity. Big Trout. Jax on the top side. Gets a step on him. Charles there collapses on him. Forehand shuffled down low by Spectacular. Not sure if that's considered a shot. Might have been his thought process, but it really didn't translate whenever it came down to the nitty and, of course, the gritties. K-Spire, topside. Charles with it now. 30 seconds to go here in the third period of action. I feel like, I don't know, I don't think this is comebackable. I've seen a lot of comebacks in my time. This one might not make that list. Jax shuffling this one down low. Here's Charles with it now. 15 to go. Jax looking for it. Not able to find a passing lane to open up. Now it's just going to, a little insult to injury. That's going to be something that keeps a few of these players up here tonight. Just barely enough room between those two players to make its way through. Little coin slot there. 8 seconds to go here in the third. 8-1 on the board. Spectacular. And that's going to be another one. 9-1. Probably the final score. I don't know how factual that is, but I feel like it's pretty... There's no way. There's 3 seconds left. All right, for the first time tonight, I am correct. 9-1 our final score here tonight at the Senegal Columbus Clappers, making a statement saying, hey, your playoff spot, we want it. They're tied right now with Napoli. They're tied right now with Carolina and Columbus. I don't know how the tiebreaker works out. It's a 3-way tie. It's kind of difficult to determine that one. Didn't really do my due diligence and my research. Either way, Columbus 9, Carolina 1 at the end of regulation. Columbus picking up a big 2 points there for the standings here tonight. 16 shots on goal, 10 more than the opposition. And when the gap is that big, it's really, really hard to find a way to pick yourselves up from the bootstraps and get themselves going. Mace said, I warmed up for 5 hours. He really wanted that win. I might go out on a limb, might go out, say a little something risky. I think Mace wanted to win. That's crazy, right? That's passing game spectacular from the Columbus side of the ice. 25 takeaways to 19 on Carolina's account. And the saves just weren't quite enough. 10 from Carolina, blocked shots included. 8 from Columbus. Good defense from both sides of the ice, but defense can only take you so far in slap shot. And the lone goal, Hallie Yokel, finding that one towards the midsection of the game. Just wasn't quite enough to get themselves back into it. Carolina going to be going through some growing pains here in the midsection of the season. Hopefully they make the playoffs. Chris Illabelle will be back in time for playoffs. We'll see what happens. But either way, Charles, Mace Spectacular, showing that they got some gumption. They got some grit here tonight. Mace 13 takeaways, 13 turnovers. I don't think I've ever seen that number quite that big in any slapshot game and make it even. But yeah, 4 goals, Spectacular player of the night. Mace with a hat trick as well. Charles out there getting 6 points. Really showing his stuff out there on the ice. 3 saves, leads the lobby in that, or leads the charge for Columbus in that. But that'll do it. That'll do it for this first matchup. We'll take a short break. We'll come back. It's Carolina. It's Washington. Up next on the SPL Network. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Darth Taxil. We'll be right back with more Slapshot action. All righty, we're back in the hot seat. It's Carolina, it's Washington in tonight's matchup, and it's going to be an interesting one. This kind of determines the fate of both of these teams here this season. I feel like this is the turning stone. Either of these teams, I feel, have a realistic chance of winning this one. Carolina, Washington, going to be a good one here tonight as we take it to the Washington Arena in Washington, D.C. I don't know what's going to happen. Washington coming off a huge win against New Jersey. Carolina coming off their 4th loss in a row. There's something to be talked about here. Washington making a few acquisitions, picking up Jake, picking up Echo, picking up TCW. And I really have no idea what to tell you guys at home. If you're betting, I don't know if I would, but if I was a betting man, and I was to go off my power ranking, I'd say Carolina's got this one. I said this last game, and they got 1 goal. And I say it again tonight, and I'm sorry for Carolina. If you guys lose this game, of course, if you're watching the VOD, you already know the outcome. You already know if the Caster's Curse rung true or not. But Columbus coming off a 9-1 victory against Carolina, giving them their 6th loss in regulation here this season. And it's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow. But you got to take your medicine. You got to get back in there. And we'll see how they do. But taking a look at the roster that'll be on the ice for tonight's matchup. Big Trout, Yokel, Jackson, K-Spire were on the ice here for Carolina. I keep wanting to call them Columbus just because of the force I have it. But yeah, 3-6-1 visiting team. Carolina Bassmasters looking to pick themselves up by the bootstraps and get back in there. Washington Wolverines picking up their first legitimate victory against the New Jersey Noobs. The most recent time they've stepped foot on the ice is whenever they did that. Meekers, Hirsch, Echo, Jake, and TCW on the roster for tonight's match. Whoever's going to be on the ice, I assume Echo's going to be here because he's always around. And whoever else might follow suit, I have no idea. Washington, very strange team. Washington looking to pick themselves up at a 10th place as the records stand right now. This is what it looks like, including the last game's results. Carolina Bassmasters in a 3-way tie with Columbus and Napoli. I don't know. It didn't update. Let's see if it'll do it now. There's a 3-way tie for the last place of the pro playoffs. Sea Devils have a half-game lead over Napoli, Columbus, and Carolina. Don't know if that's the correct way that tiebreaker works out. League Republic doesn't really allow us a whole lot of versatility whenever it comes down to that. So if there's a 3-way tie or a 2-way tie, I have to go in and manually, put the right teams on top. But a 3-way tie for Napoli, Columbus, and Carolina. Carolina finding 3 wins so far this season, looking to make it 4 here tonight against the Washington Wolverines. Wolverines right now 1-7-1, hoping for at least 1 point out of this game. If they find it, they're tied with the Noobs. They beat the Noobs first time they found each other down across the ice from each other. So they'll have to fight again. Everybody on the screen right now plays everybody twice throughout the regular season for the Pro Division. Top 6 make playoffs. Bottom 4 do not. And it's going to be an interesting season here this time around. We play this week. We play week 5, which is next week, and we take a week off for American Thanksgiving. We come back the first week of December to finish off the regular season. Then we break for Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, and whatever other holiday, birthday. Whatever other holidays in Toyota. We take a break for Toyota-thon. I think we can all get behind that one. Or Happy Holidays, whichever you celebrate at home. But we take a break through December, come back first week of January to play out the postseason. Every division has at least 6 teams making the playoff tree. So, Prospect, IM, Challenger, and the Pro Division at the top of the hierarchy on the right side of the graphic right now. All of them, 10-team divisions, all of them play each other twice. Top 6 make it. 10th place automatically relegates into next season, and if we do have a play-in, that's where the 9th place teams from each of those divisions get seeded into it to fight for their spot for season 12. But open division a little bit different. Top 8 make it instead of top 6 because it is a bigger division. And it's a fight. It's a grind down there. Let me tell you what. It has been a struggle in the open division this season. But enough of me and more about them. It's going to be a good one here tonight. Washington Wolverines. Very interested to see what they got for us here tonight. Players to watch for this game. I still got my eye on Jax. Jack's the leading goal scorer for the Carolina Bassmasters. Did not find the goal last game. Going to be looking for it here tonight. 8 games into the season. Found 16 goals to his name on his 35, 37 shots, whichever number it really comes out to. But the Washington Wolverines finding themselves a big goal scorer, name of Hirsch. 7 games played, 14 goals found. But, of course, their top point maker is their captain, Meekers, that may or may not be in the lobby. Carolina Bassmasters already in here. Jack's, Big Trout, Yokel, and K-Spire. They got all 4 of their eligible players available for tonight. We'll see how they do. Of course, Washington Wolverines started the season with Bay on the roster. Bay has turned a new leaf and has looked for another goon squad to take it down and party with here this season with the Los Angeles Comets, if I'm not mistaken. There's more knowledge nuggets top of my head. But, Jake started the season, I believe it was either Prospect or IM, punching up to the big leagues. Meekers, Hirsch, Taco, also known as Savvy, started this team last season. Really pushed themselves up from the intermediate division with a very dominant intermediate performance last time around. And they made a splash big enough to get themselves into the pro play-in. Of course, they had Charles, they had Bay for that pro play-in, helping themselves into the pro division. But they went back on it. They said, all right, if we're going to be in pro, we're playing with the team that we started it with. I had a lot of respect for that. Taco, Hirsch, and Meekers starting out at the beginning of the season. It's rough. the first season in pro is very rough, and it's a growing experience. So you can't badmouth this team with their record on the board. They may not be the best in pro, but they're not a bad slapshot team. But new acquisitions, new faces in the blue jerseys here tonight. They'll be defending the right side of your screen. Bassmasters looking for their 4th victory of the season. Will be defending the left side. It's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what these two teams have for us here this season. But Jake, coming out the Chicago Thieves from the Intermediate Division, playing a whopping game down there in IM, had 5 goals and 7 points to show for. Turning a new leaf up to the Pro Division, seeing what he's got up here. Echo coming out of the Challenger Division with the Crystal Springs Crusaders, also playing 1 game for them. Has 3 goals, 4 points to show for that 1 match in the Challenger Division. But throughout his pro stint, 4 games played so far this season, 15 points on the board, 9 of those being goals. Might be one of the main players to watch here tonight. They're still in a pub getting warmed up, so whenever they join the lobby, we'll get this one down on the ice and rock it shortly. But these are games that are really going to make me think about the power ranking. Didn't put one out here for this last week because nothing much has changed. No real big questions were answered. And the New Jersey Noobs not really playing any other games last season due to whatever their reasoning. But got high hopes for both these teams down there on the ice. We'll see what they got going on. Looking at their previous 5 from both sides of the ice. Washington lost 7 straight. Very rough. Some of them to be expected. Some of them a little bit more of a toss-up. 6-5 against the Comets. 5-3 against the Sea Devils. 2 very what's the term I'm looking for? They're cup contenders this season. Comet Sea Devils. Few new faces going to the Pro Division here this season, and if you can keep them within 1, you can keep them within done. As I've always said, I've never said that before in my life. Either way, Noobs not quite able to sniff out a win there, 5-7, the final score of that matchup, and that hopefully will give the Washington Wolverines some new life as they're taking it down on the ice here shortly. Players during that game for New Jersey was someone Brutal and X, now known as Bing Bong. Brutal 3 goals, Bing Bong with 2. For the Washington Wolverines, it was Hirsch, Meekers, and Echo. Hirsch with 4 goals, Echo with 2, Meekers with 1. And it was a defensive-heavy game. 11 saves for Washington, 2 for New Jersey. And sometimes defense does win you games. Washington threw it out there and said, hey, look at that. Carolina, 4 games straight with a loss on their column. Looking to change it here tonight. So we take this one down to the ice here at Washington Arena. Carolina Bassmasters, the left side of your screen in the teal. On the right side, the Washington Wolverines in the blue. First period of action, ready to rock, ready to roll. We're down there on the ice here for the first. Akers here with the puck now, looking top side. We might be restarting this one. Big Trent calling for the restart, and we'll allot that one. If the captain calls for a restart within the first minute of any period, you send it back. You only get one of those per game though, and so we'll grant them that one. Hopefully the e-servers hold up. The past few weeks have been a struggle. Sometimes I, as a caster, have 250 ping just consistently throughout the whole game. The Virginia servers have been absolutely awful, and I have no nice way to say that. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. But we'll take this one down on the ice here in a few seconds as soon as I figure out how the lobby buttons work. And yeah. But 6 ready to rock, 6 ready to roll. We're taking it back down on the ice for the first time here tonight. Washington Wolverines on the right side in the blue. Carolina Bassmasters left side in the teal. Jack's dead in the water. And he's back. He's found the plug to plug his controller in, and he's jiving with it. Big Trout here with the now top side. Trying to break his way down low. Was a real big difference maker in that Columbus game. Gave the team a new life, a new format, a new play style down there on the ice. Hoping to be the spark that lights the fire here tonight. A shot made, hits the post. That one goes out. Big Trout's doing a thing where he stands there and stares at the puck. Echo also around the puck. He's doing hockey. Off the near side, Echo jiving with it. Look at him go. A frame at a time. Out to Meekers, I think. Meekers here with it now. Upside over to Hirsch. Hirsch off the forehand. Looks to do the thing where hockey happens. Oh. And they score. Oh, look at that. You see that? Did you blink? I don't know. How about that? That was pretty nifty. Oh, my goodness. Best goal I've ever seen in my life.
That slap shot, baby. Ooh-wee. We're tied. What was that? Oh my gosh. I have no words. I honestly couldn't tell you what happened there. That was 100% something that was happening on our end. I don't think the players were affected by that at all. But yeah, it just randomly spikes to 200. I don't know why. It might just be my routing. That's all I can think of. Meekers. I can't throw an MTR report out right now because it kind of doxes me. But Echo here with the now near side finds Hirsch. Hirsch off the near side. Great shot. Great finesse. K-Spark just a better block. Better position. Here's Meekers with the puck now. Captain of the Washington Wolverines looks near side over to Hirsch. Has some elbow room to work with. Backhand, forehand. Shot goes wide over to Echo. Out in front. Goes off Jax. Down low. Echo trying to retain possession. Zawin finds his way off the Carolina back wall. Off the near side. Finding his way over to K-Spar. Off the hip. Echo here collapses on that one. Off the backhand. Tries to force that one north. K-Spar waiting on a forehand. Shot goes into the far side corner. Here's Meekers, topside Echo with it now down low in the slot. A backhand shot, not able to make contact with the puck. It's K-Spar going to lob that one back down the length of the ice. Big Trout, Meekers, looking topside Echo, tries to get it back to his captain, goes off the side of the cage, goes off K-Spar, shooting, oh, what a save by Hirsch, and he's going to send that one back out the other way and packing. And it looks like the server's finally playing nice, at least for us here at home. Don't know what the players are going through down there, and I don't want to even imagine it. 2:44 to go here in the first period of action. Here's Jax with the puck now. Jack's near side. Here's K-Spar polling. Backhand pass. Jack's topside off the hip. Not able to find that one to swivel its way in. Here's Meekers down low in the corner. Big stick check there by Big Trout. Big Trout off the backhand. Reverses that one topside Echo. The first man to it. Off the backhand here for Washington. Trying to get that one around Big Trout. Able to do so. Near side corner. Here's Meekers with the puck now. Off the near side wall. Finding his way over to Hirsch. Hirsch at the blue line. Stopped by Jax. Looking out in front. Off the backhand. The back wall alley-oop over to Echo. Echo. One option, not able to take it. Backhand pass out to the point, finds Meekers with some elbow room. Backhand chips it one towards the cage, but not on. Here's Hirsch with an out. Trying to fight for that one and fight for his rights. The party to go alongside of it. Jack's there, great block, finding his way down low over to Big Trout. Big Trout sniffed out there by Echo. Off the near side wall, tries to find a little bit of refuge. Hirsch out to the point, finding his way off Jax. Jax stopped by Meekers. Meekers near side, finding himself off the bank pass. Over the stick of Echo, lets him lick it on the way through. Here's Hirsch with an out, stopped there by K-Spar. K-Spar finding the loose puck in his favor. Off the backhand, chip topside. I don't know, man. I just wasn't about that one. I felt nauseous thinking back to when I did that 5 minutes ago. 1:36 to go here in the first. 3 goals into it. All of them by one team. I think. Does that math out? I don't know if that maths out. I'm going to say it like I'm right and hope that I am. Here's Meekers with the puck now topside off the wall, finding his way over to Echo. Near side going off to the hands of Hirsch. We don't know what the Carolina goal looked like because of, well, we just don't. And that's just how it be sometimes. Echo, Hirsch scores off the forehand rip. And it's 3-1 for Washington. You stick yourself in a scoring opportunistic spot, eventually the puck will find you. And whether or not you can hit the barnyard, sitting out in front of you while you're inside the crease, whether you're in Rome, whether you stay at home, that's up to you and your skill set to decide. 60 seconds remaining here in the first period of action. 3-1 on the board. Washington so far getting the fortunate bounces here in this matchup. K-Spar topside down the stretch, finds his way off the hip of Big Trout. Big Trout here with one option and one only. Back to the point it goes. K-Spar here with it now. K-Spar trying to open up a shot lane. Hirsch not having any of it. Trails him perfectly. Takes the puck away. Jax here trying to fight it loose with a fishbowl out in front. Hirsch down low. Meekers. Washington's captain with the puck now. 37 seconds to go here in the first period of action. Here's Meekers with it now. Near side off the forehand. From the red to the blue. Hits it. Not able to find its way down low. Great block there by Big Trout on the way through. K-Spar here in trouble against Echo. Finds his way through him. Off the backhand. Hooks this one near side to free real estate. Here's Big Trout. Forehand shot goes off Hirsch over to Meekers. Meekers down the near side. Stopped there by Big Trout. Echo here trying to fight for it for the boys in blue. Handles that one back over to Meekers. Meekers here, the defenseman for Washington tonight. Looking topside with 10 seconds to go here in the first period of action. Shot goes off Big Trout. Echo there tries to challenge him. Goes topside over to K-Spar. K-Spar shooting. Oh, what a save by Meekers. Takes the angle. A wraparound shot. Stopped by Echo and by Hirsch. And that's the end of the first period. 3-1 the score at the end of one. And a lot of shots have been attempted from both sides of the ice. Carolina getting their one goal amidst the turmoil of what I think is only just a connection issue on our part.
if they're able to find a goal through whatever that was, they can pretty much do whatever they want, and I won't say anything about it. Jax not able to find a goal so far, has a lot of ones on the board. It's got to be noticed, got to be stated, got to be said. K-Spar, the only goal for Carolina so far. 2 for Hirsch, 1 for Echo. We get this one back down on the ice with 6 ready to rock and 6 ready to roll. Washington in the lead. Let's see if they can keep it going here in this middle chapter. Washington right side in the blue. Carolina left side in the teal. The puck just dropped. The game is on and time is underway. The shots may be even, but that score is not. Washington looking to make it one more here on this breakout. 2-on-1. Pass on in front. Echo shooting, scoring off the near side post, and he makes it 4-1. Echo just waiting for his moment to shine. K-Spar gets a piece of it. Not enough to keep that one off the cage. 7 seconds into it. 4-1 on the board for the Wolverines. The Bassmasters call to arms right now. Looking for an answer. Hirsch going to throw that one down low. Here's Jax with it now. Jax near side. Off the backhand. Looks top side for a pass along the wall. A little too soft to get that one through the opposition. Meeker's not able to take advantage of it. Shot goes wide off the near side by Big Trout. Here's Hirsch with it now. Down low looking for Meekers. Goes off Big Trout near side. Echo getting stick checked away there by K-Spire. K-Spire looking top side. I believe this is his 12th season in the Slapshot Premier League, if I'm not mistaken. Shot hits the post, goes off K-Spire. Awarded the block on that one, surprisingly. Sound goes off to the far side wall. Here's Jax with it now. Hirsch there, a little spinorama, hoping to spin to win on the far side. Here's Big Trout with it now. Meekers out there hoping for no whammies. Meekers, near side. Looking to sing us a little song. He's the piano man here tonight. Banks that one off the glass over to Echo. Out in front, stopped there by... Oh, nice save there by Jax. That one goes off to the far side wall. Big Trout here with an out off the near side. Look for the pass to lead him. Echo taking it away immediately. Saw what he wanted. Said, you don't get no birthday cake, birthday boy. Here's K-Spar. Top side with 3:40 to go here in the second. 3 goals the gap. Looking to trim it down by 1. Pass over to Big Trout. Hits him right on the hip. Backhand shot saved by Meekers. Goes off Jackson wide. Good defense there from Washington's defenseman. Topside Meekers goes back down low by Hirsch. Finds Meekers once more with it with 3 minutes, 27 seconds remaining here in the second period. Big Trout, great takeaway. Look for the pass out to the point. Hirsch seeing that one, reading that one, trying to take it away. Jax eventually finds the puck in his favor. Off the end wall, finding his way over to K-Spar. K-Spar from the corner, looks top side to take his dance, do his little jig. Out to the near side, Big Trout, forehand, shooting off the far side, tries to throw it against the momentum of Meekers. He tries to guess right, and he really didn't need to guess. Here's K-Spar, back in the neutral zone, goes off Echo, top side. Looking for a handle down low. Hirsch near side, out at the goal line. Top side over to Echo. Echo here tries to get this one back down for a little return fire. Point pass, K-Spar there, quick to challenge Meekers with the puck. Goes off to Jax. Jax on the possession. Near side, goes out of the air. K-Spar trying to catch that one with the backhand. Almost able to do so. Meekers, Echo back to Meekers. Halfway through this game. 7 seconds shy of it anyway. Meekers topside wall, finds his way off Echo. Shooting, goes towards the cage. Awarded the save there by K-Spar. Topside off the wall, goes through the defense over to Jax. Shooting, scoring! And that goes top right corner. All right, where you stick the stamp. My goodness, what a difficult angle. Under pressure, under fire. He's not going to give up. Hirsch shooting. Nice save there by K-Spire. Sorry if I'm sniffling a lot. I'm going through a cold right now. And surprised my voice has held up this long. 2:09 to go here in the second period of action. Hirsch on the top side sends this one back over to Meeker. Big Trout there trying to fight his way through the rubbish. Trying to find the diamond. Almost able to do so with a shot going wide off the near side. Here's Jackson now out in front. Stopped there by Meekers. Taking that one downtown. Charlie Brown out to Hirsch. Out to the hands of K-Spire on the flubbed pass. Near side leads Jax a little too far with it. Handled over to Big Trout. Big Trout here with it now. Looking for the pass out in front. Not able to find his way through Hirsch cleanly. Hirsch near side through the hands. Goes off Echo. Echo here on the backhand. Just trying to hope that he keeps possession. Topside Jax shooting. Goes off Big Trout off the backhand. Keeping this one down low. Pass out to the point. Jax here chips this one near side. K-Spire picking it up. Down low in the corner. Not a whole lot of passing options to work with. Tries to move to open one up. Near side. Hirsch standing tall. Lone man with the puck now. The big iron on his hip. Hands that one off to Meekers. Meekers. Off the forehand, topside over to Echo. Echo from the point, dancing, shooting, and a save made there by K-Spar. Very softly sung down into the crease. Echo takes it away, shoots and scores, and he makes this one 5-2. Great spot, great chance. Doesn't miss that one more times than not. 1:07 to go here in the second. 3 goals to gap. Washington on top. They're making a statement here tonight. Big Trout out to K-Spire. K-Spire, backhand, forehand, shot goes wide off the defensive touch of Echo. Here's Makers, near side out to the hands of Echo. Echo off the forehand. Backhand, shooting, hits the side of the cage, and that one goes wide. Jack's out of the zone, look for the hands of K-Spire, doesn't find him. Makers, near side, out of the reach of Echo. Jack's here with it now. Hirsch, Jax, both spinning to win. Hirsch more tactical with it, though. To win that one near side. Echo back out to the neutral zone. Just looking to keep possession for the Washington Wolverines with 30 seconds remaining here in the second period of action. Shot made at Big Trout there. What did that save? Big Trout cuts that one across the grain. Out to K-Spire. Shot just wide off the far side post. Good try there in the neutral zone. Jackson, Big Trout try to converge with it. Was off the backhand. Stopped there by Meekers. Out to the point. Jackson with it now. Shooting off this block there by Echo. Echo at 10. K-Spire. Down low in the enemy territory, fighting his way off Big Trout. Big Trout looking for the hook out in front, not able to find it. Good stop there by Meekers. 3 seconds remain in the second. That one's going to be lobbed out. And that'll be the end of the second fight tonight. 2 rounds into it, it's 5-2 for Washington. At the Washington Arena in Washington. Look at Washington. They have 5. Look at Carolina. They have 2. A lot of shots have been made. A lot of saves have been made from both sides of the ice. 6 for K-Spire from the Carolina Bassmasters. Of course, Washington's very own. They're sharing the load. They're not going to lie. There's not really been a standout performance on the defensive side. 3 from Meekers, 2 from Hirsch, 2 from Echo. And they're really playing it out. They're really showing their stuff down there on the ice. Meekers, the 3, has the majority of the possession time in the lobby. And both these teams not saying die. Both these teams never saying never. Big Trout complaining about the server in the lobby. And man, has it been a struggle bus. 6 ready to rock, 6 ready to roll. We're down on the ice once more. Carolina left side in the teal, Washington right side in the blue. The final period of action, it's on the ice and it's underway. Flag already taking a little bit of a foothold here tonight. See if it rears its ugly head here in the third. Top side, Jax trying to get a piece of that one. Here's Meekers with the puck now. Meekers, top side, look for Echo with it now off the backhand. A shot goes wide. Here's K-Spire with it for Carolina. K-Spire, top side, look for Big Trout. Big Trout at the point, shooting, scoring off the bar, and it goes down. It's 3-5. Great pass by K-Spire from the defensive zone. Big Trout just weighing his options, waiting for a little opportunity to open up. He took all of that one. 25 seconds into it, they're only down by 2 now. Meekers, top side, looking for Echo with a backhand shimmy towards the cage. Not able to find it. Here's Big Trout down low the defensive end. He's got the guitar on his back, and he's looking to play us a song here tonight. Banks it off the glass, goes over to K-Spire. Not able to take it in stride, gets a piece of it. More looking for that body against Meekers to keep it down low. Hirsch here has a little bit of free range to work with. Sandwich between Big Trout out to Jax. Jax at the red line, tries to get it past Echo, able to do so. Forehand shooting, goes wide of the cage. Not quite the angle he was hoping for there. K-Spire getting a piece of that one. Shooting, hits the post, and it goes in. And it's 4-5. That's only 1 on the board to rule them all. And that's this next goal. 4:02 to work with here in the third, and 9 goals might have been scored. But it's anybody's ball game here tonight at Washington Arena. Jack's near side hits Big Trout. Big Trout off the back end. Stopped there by Hirsch. Got to dump this one down and in. Carolina here on the defensive side takes it from the corner. Jack's here might have lagged out for a second. Might have just wanted certain control of the puck. Not sure quite the thought process there, but Echo's shot goes wide regardless. Here's Big Trout top side. A very dangerous pass. Finds Jax. Looks for another dangerous pass. Cutting it across the grain. Shooting, scoring, and we're tied. 5-5. And off goes the water bottle, and out go the hats. Jax, the rookie of the season. Showing up. Top goal scorer from Carolina. His 18th goal of the regular season. Making it one that people might remember. Jax, Meekers. Washington might have led the entire game up until this point, but now they got to get down and they got to get one more. 3:18 to go here in regulation. The pressure's on. Meekers, top side, leads Echo a little too far down center. K-Spire getting a piece of that one. The do-si-do check coming off Echo. Big Trout going to lob that one down defensively. Here's K-Spire with the puck now. Forehand pass, top side over to Big Trout. Out at the point, shooting, and he scores, and he makes it 6-5. 3:04 to go here in the third period of action, and Big Trout freezes the defense and finds one open lane on the far side post, and he makes them pay. Makers, top side, looking for Echo with a shot towards the cage. A hope and a prayer not answered by God himself. Here's K-Spire. K-Spire, top side, off the wall, goes off to Meeker. Shooting, nice save there by K-Spire. Hirsch here with it now, off the back end, not able to chip that one down northways. Here's Big Trout with a lot of room to work with. Pass top side, K-Spire here, off the forehand. Shooting, almost able to cut that one up top side with a little bit of a blue shot. Here's Makers. Big Trout out in front. Hirsch getting a piece of that one. Jax, they're trying to back pass that one over to K-Spire, a little too hefty to handle. Here's Makers with the puck now, 2:26 to go here in the third period of action. 11 goals into it. Carolina with a 1-goal lead. Jax looking to make it 2. Hirsch there, great defense, leaves that one over for Makers. Makers gets past one, backhand shooting. Save made by K-Spire. K-Spire, top side, down the far side stretch, goes off Makers. Makers here, the backhand chance, goes off the face of K-Spire once more. Hirsch battles it out. Echo gets involved. Hirsch and Echo back in the neutral zone, fight for it, goes off to Jax. Jax top side, knocked loose once more. Echo not taking no for an answer. Great battle on the far side. Look like Obi-Wan and Anakin from Mustafar from that one movie. Big Trout. Echo down low. Meekers here with the puck now. Looks near side over to Hirsch. Hirsch forehand shot blocked away at the blue line. Good stop by Big Trout. Hirsch near side. Stop by Big Trout. Big Trout hits the blue line. Top side looking for a friendly face on the far side. They already have the goal. They just need to make sure the other team doesn't get one now. Here's Hirsch. Down low in the corner. Stopped by Jack, sandwiched by K-Spire. Throws it over to Echo. I don't know quite what the thought process was there. Or it's tied up 6-6. Echo left to his own devices near side. A little gift from K-Spire. 1:30 to go here in the third. 12 goals into it. Nobody with the lead. Echo down low. Meekers looking top side for Big Trout. Big Trout along the far side wall. Stick check there by Hirsch. Goes off K-Spire. K-Spire, great pick set. Looking down to the near side wall. Weighing his options. Tries to get a step down center lane. Challenged by 2 blue jerseys. Echo there getting the better side of that one. Knocks that one back down to the end wall. 1:04 to work with here in the third period. Goes off the face of Big Trout. Goes off Echo. Out in the neutral zone. They battle it through to the near side corner. Here's Makers with the puck now for Washington. Makers near side off the boards. Finds Echo. Echo top side. Tries to find Hirsch with it. Forehand. Not a shot lane to work with. K-Spire, great defense, staying on that angle. Goes out to the neutral zone. Here's Echo with an out. 45 seconds to go here in the third. Forehand shot goes into the far side wall. Here's Jax. Jax out of the zone, almost on. Great stick check to keep that one alive for Big Trout on the way through. Here's Echo with the puck. 34 seconds remain here in regulation. Echo, Big Trout out in front. Backhand, stopped there by Meekers. Meekers looking top side along the far side corner. Big Trout there trying to get a few jabs in with the stick as well. Near side, off the wall. Hirsch out of the zone. 20 seconds to go. Jax. Echo. Hirsch out in front. Meekers pulling, shooting. Oh, and a save by Jax. Jax out the other way. 10 seconds remain. I'll take that one down low. Maybe looking for that consolation point with that overtime tick. Might come back to bite either of these teams with this agreeance. But we do, in fact, have overtime. 1 goal to win it. Loser gets a handshake and a walk home. And like in a standing point, but you know, who wants that? Makers, forehand, out in Hirsch, scoring off the back end, and they have it in overtime. Makers with a beautiful pass. Hirsch there to finish it off. And that is as it does. And that's the final score. Washington in overtime, 7-6 over Carolina. My goodness, what a game. Maybe it's a new leaf. Maybe it's not. I don't know what to tell you. 19 shots, 15 on the opposite side. An offensively minded game, but man, that defense really holding both teams in the saddle. Anybody's game until the final buzzer was sounded, and that's good slap shot. Even on the face-off draws, not sure if that one really matters in the grand scheme of slap shot, 2 block shots. That defense from Carolina, some great saves tonight. That defense from Washington, also some fantastic saves tonight. Almost a minute uncontested with a puck on his stick. Big Trout making moves out there on the ice for Carolina. Might not have been the 3, but he did control a lot of the play tonight. 8 saves from K-Spire, 3 from Jax, 1 from Big Trout. Of course, Jax also finding a hat trick to make out a total of 19 goals on the season. If my math is correct and my memory also serves me right. But Echo, what's up with that takeaway ratio? That looks like a 0. I don't know. It's kind of weird. He did have 4 goals, so I can't really knock him for that. 9 shots for them going in. 5 points on the night. Echo, the biggest difference maker down there on the ice. If it wasn't for the overtime goal from Hirsch, Washington showing they got some teeth, and they're not afraid to bite. Good stuff.
I literally had a takeaway goal off of K-Spire. Hey, I don't make the stat line. I just say what I'm looking at. No takeaways, 7 turnovers, but 4 goals. Echo, the man tonight. Meekers, beautiful defense. I think he's got what it takes. I don't know. Washington, show they can hang out with the Pro Division. Echo might have been that last puzzle piece here tonight, but Carolina, I'm sorry. I'd like to make a formal apology to you guys for saying that you guys should win both games tonight. And then, well, we saw what happened, and I'd like to apologize for that. I've spoken my piece. But I think that's it for me here tonight. I'm starting to lose my voice, so I think that's a good time to bow out of this one. Good games from both sides of the ice here tonight. Columbus, Washington coming out with some big victories. Carolina still trying to find their mojo without Chris Solo in the back end. But if they can make playoffs, they get them back for it. And I think that's what everybody's hoping for, at least from the defensive side of the ice. But that's going to do it for me here tonight. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for all the support, as always. Live Track, 26 months. Thank you for the resub. Blades, 10 months and strong. Tronics going 26 months as well. I think that was it for the resubs. I appreciate it. Of course, all the big names in red, longest serving supporters, biggest numbers on the board. Irvion, Eli, JS Tronics, Minnesota, Gubby, former league admins, M-Dub, Unglued Snail, Manid, Q Silver, Laugh Track, Davo, and Cheese Pup. Appreciate you all. And, yeah, I think we're going to go to sleep. I don't know if my voice can keep this up. It's a good way to kick it back into drive. Been away for a while, casting volleyball. Actually playing this game. It's taken a lot of time out of my my daily routine, casting this game. But it's good to come back, good to watch some Slapshot that I normally would not. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for watching some good old-fashioned Slapshot with me. Thank you for tuning in to the SPL Network. My name is Darth Texel, and hopefully we'll see you guys all in the next broadcast. With that being said, I hope you all have a great afternoon, a great evening, and a great night.